All right, welcome back to SwiftTCG. It's been a while, but we're back here in OP3. We have the store champion winner with Zoro. Look at all the Zoro swag. This guy is a Zoro stan or simp. I don't know. You tell me.
I'm actually a Sanji simp.
Oh, Sanji simp. Nice, nice. Aren't we all?
It just matches the deck.
Yeah, definitely. So tell me about why you pick Zoro.
I picked Zoro just because I feel like it's just really fast and really aggressive in this meta. Going into matchups like Katakuri, Whitebeard, if you can just rush them down before they could even get to the late game, it really just makes it really easy. And then sitting behind Marcos in the late game really do just like win you.
Yeah, definitely. Matches. Protect the castle, get it going, all those mid-range, grindy games. It's how do you like it compared to OP1 or OP2?
Comparing it to OP2, it's very low to the ground. It's a lot more consistent. You have so many searchers. You can search all your events. You can search all the Whitebeard cards, which a lot of those cards in the last format were really broken in Zoro, but you just couldn't really find a way to consistently get them. It was kind of like, you know, mulligan for a Whitebeard and see if you get it, you get it. But now it lets you cut back on some of those cards to basically allow more room for other options in the deck.
Awesome. Cool. Well, let's get into it. Go ahead and show me what you got.
So first off, I got 4 Buggy. I really like Buggy just because it's going to go ahead and be where he can't be KO'd by slash attribute, and basically a lot of Law and Zoro matchups have a lot of slash characters. So he's basically going to sit on there and he has to be dealt with usually with like a Marco or a Vista or something like that.
Definitely. Yeah, Buggies are super annoying for Law.
And then just being able to search out an event is just another bonus, especially comboed with Marco or other just basically defense is Buggy is just searching you everything.
Very strong.
Next is going to be 4 Izo. I would definitely not cut this card at all. It's going to be one of the best ones to search out everything in the deck. I've been seeing other lists play the Nami variant of Zoro again, and I think that that's also really strong. I haven't been able to test it out yet, so I just went with what I've been using
Gotcha.
so far.
Strictly consistent. I get it.
Next is going to be some of the 2Ks, so Makino and Otama.
Pretty staple.
Staples, yeah. Pretty much every red deck is going to be playing around 4 of those just to add counter to the hand. Otama's effect of being able to minus 2k is going to go ahead and really come in impact with Marco's or another card that I'm playing in the list as well.
If my girl lets me go, I'll go.
Let me win the game today as well by boosting up one of the Izos with only 1 Dawn and allowing me to have 7 swings on my turn.
Nice. Super sick.
So next is going to be Curly Dodon. Basically searches you out all these 1-drops that you're playing in the deck, just adding consistency, letting you look at the top 5.
16 targets?
16 targets.
Yep.
What's really cool about it is that nowadays you are looking through your entire deck. So if you can remember what's in your deck, it'll really help out.
Yeah.
Last is going to be, or not last, but Zoro. I'm playing 3 of them. Having a rush really can surprise some of your opponents because some people won't really realize that Zoro's still playing Rush if they see the Whitebeard variant.
Yeah.
And same thing is it won me the match in the finals in a Zoro mirror. Is I had 5 bodies on board plus my leader, so I went 6 swings, and then I went 2 Zoros down for the last 2 swings and make it 8 swings.
Super solid into the late game, early game, shrink a body with Otama. I feel it. Everyone loves Zoro and Zoro.
Next is going to be 4 Diamond Jozus. I'm playing 4 of him just because he's a searchable 2K off of Izo and off of Whitebeard Pirate Trigger.
Very nice.
So being able to have 4 of them, it's really nice. I never played him down at all. He's a pretty high cost, and so never really wanted to get the 2K out of my hand. I would either use him to pitch for the Marco to revive him, or I would just use him as a 2K.
Yeah, you can't rush with him either, right? Because your leader's not Whitebeard.
Since I'm not a Whitebeard Pirate, I can't rush.
And that rounds up to what, 12 2Ks?
I believe so, yeah.
Very nice.
Next is going to go ahead and be 4 of the blocker Marcos. Literally the card that makes the deck. It's won me every single game today.
Of course.
I had a Law matchup where having the block literally let me survive with only 1 card in hand. It was a 2K, and they swung 6 to try to go for lethal, and I had 1 2K in hand, and it was they didn't expect it because the Marco was one
very
of the blockers
nice.
As well.
The Marco protecting the castle.
And then next is going to be 4 of the top Marcos, the 5-drops. This one is going to be where it KOs a 3,000 power or less. It really clears up the board in the mirror, so being able to play them down and then also just pitching events that you're not really using to just keep providing him saves counter in your hand.
Yeah.
Still keeps the body on play.
Definitely.
The last character is going to be, I'm playing 2 of the Edward Newgate.
Newgate. Okay, a lot of lists have cut this.
I have seen people cutting it. I do really like it still, just because it boosts your leader by 2,000, and then it did help really well in the law matchup today. Besides that, I think I used it one time against Film Kid, but besides that,
Makes sense.
didn't use it too much.
It's also
The
another target
7,000
for Marco, right?
Yeah, it is another target for Marco. It does work really well, and then just being able to pitch it, it's just, you know, a card that you just can use in a lot of matchups.
It's not a Whitebeard core without Whitebeard, right?
Yeah, and then the last thing is going to be the events.
Events,
For the Whitebeard Pirates, this triggered quite a few times in life, and it really does come in handy to get you one extra counter that you might have not had.
Finding the Josu is pretty important.
Exactly. Finding Josu to basically prevent them going from lethal can really help out.
Makes sense.
Next is going to be 4 guard point. I've
Okay.
seen some lists play only 3. I do like the 4 just because it helps Buggy not whiff as often. I don't think I whiffed Buggy at all today. I actually whiffed on Izo today.
Oh, wow. Izo. Crazy.
Yeah. Then it's going to be 4 Radical Beams. Same thing is I just don't want to whiff on them, and getting the plus 4,000 when I'm down to the last 2 life really comes in handy because it really ties in with the Marco.
Yep.
Is that you want to get down to that last 2 life.
Yep, and then you just protect. Very nice. And then one last card.
Is the Fire Fist.
The Fire Fist. I hate this card so much, but tell me why it's good.
The Fire Fist is really good because it won me the law matchup. Basically, I was swinging on their board and making it to where I was trying to bait out the blocker, and then once I got that blocker done, is I went Fire Fist to KO 2 more bodies and brought them down from having 5 bodies in play down to only 2.
Very nice.
It really just clears their board and just allows you to win some games. I never got to use it to like pop one of their law blockers, but popping the baby blockers or even just the Nico Robins really does help out and just like really cleans up the board state to where Zoro can just go in and win with the rest of the stuff.
Of course. So what, 13 events? 13 events. So yeah, you're gonna be able to use it pretty often. Everything looks very consistent, pretty clear cut. Congrats again on the win. Are there any changes that you would make to the list?
Honestly, probably the Edward Newgates. I could even see it getting completely cut. I do feel like Diablo Jambe can be really good in the deck just because I do feel like right now there's a lot of people just sitting behind those
Diablo
blockers.
Jambe,
So
crazy.
maybe playing one of those, maybe cutting like Fire Fist. Depending on the meta, I really feel the Fire Fist is situational. There was a lot of law today, so I wanted to run it.
Pretty good in the mirror, right?
It is pretty good in the mirror as well.
Yeah.
So kind of just depends.
Yellow, all that stuff.
Those are the cards. But that's
Okay,
it.
very nice. Any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to SwiftTCG.
Woo!
Shout out BirdDog Collectibles for hosting this tournament. And
Very nice.
That's it.
All right, awesome guys. Thank you again for checking us out. We are going to be putting out some more OP3 lists shortly. See you on the next one. Peace.